User joined your channel. User left your channel. User joined your channel.
I can hear you. All right, welcome race fans here at Kentucky Speedway. We're going to have an excellent race here this evening. Looks like David Washington qualified again up there on the pole, driving the number 10 NoBullMotorsport Chevrolet. Take you down through the qualifying here on his outside. It looks like he's going to have Mitch Lennon starting third, the 21 of Matt Hoos. Starting fourth, the 45 of Emerson Brasovitz. In fifth, the number 87, Eddie A. Smith. In sixth, starting sixth, Rodney Kramer. Starting seventh, the number 60 of Brian Neff. Starting eighth, the number 28 of Corey Stockard. Starting ninth, number 74, Eric Dalla Rivera. 10th, number 76, Brad Spadell. Starting 11th, number 86, William Roberts. Starting 12th, the number 40 of Chad Osborne. Starting 13th, the number 1, your returning champ, Philip Willis. 14th, the number 90 of Chris Grigatis. 15th, the number 62 of Michael DeMaco. 16th, number 505, James Goyner. 17th, the number 17 of Marcus Miller. 18th, the number 51 of Brian Lambert. 19th, number 14, James Ross. Starting 20th, the 75 of Ronald Henry. Starting 21st, the number 92 of Brian Terry. Starting 22nd, the number 42, he's back, Chad Simpson. Starting 23rd in the 06, Steve Hansen. Starting 24th, the number 12 of Jade Williams. And to round it out, the 25th, the number 79, Dalton England. Good evening, everyone, and I tell you what, we're going to have a race here today. Lots of competition, lots of things to look for. Let's start with David Washington. Raz, I want to say that looks like our fellow announcer Wayne Finley is going to be coming in just a little bit late, got caught in traffic, so I'm going to take it to you the best I can here and see what we can do. I know the pace lights are out on the pace car right now. Washington is definitely going to see him jump out there to the front, but Matt Hoos is right in his window there looking right at him. Hey, what, that number 5 of Mitch Lennon there, he is no joke to play with. He's got a good, strong car, and usually when I see him qualify up front, he's definitely going to be a handful to deal with. Pace car drives off the track. Green flag flies here at Kentucky Speedway. Washington out front. Gets a good start there, way out front as he goes into turn 1. Matt Hoos looks like he's in the second place there. Eddie Smith trying to sneak his way underneath Matt, but Matt gets a good, strong run. Coming out of 2 down the straightaway and gaining very much on David Washington as they go into turn 3. Matt Hoos still right there on David Washington. Just looks like he is just 0.124 tenths of a second, so he is staying close. Eddie Smith there with him as well. Mitch Lennon seems to have fallen back a little bit, but I know Mitch. Mitch is just basically patience is the key to racing. Hoos battling with David up front for the lead. Looks on the inside. Eddie Smith down on the bottom, looking on the inside, follows in behind Matt Hoos. Hoos is going to lead that lap. Lap 3. Got 80 laps here, folks. We're going to be doing at Kentucky Speedway. Lots of action we're going to see here. $20 bounty on David Washington. The last 10 laps, if he is in the lead, if he gets beat within that last 10 laps, and he doesn't wreck out, whoever beats him is going to get an additional $20, either PayPal or iRacing credits. That's right. Washington has done an awesome job so far this season, and he is almost unstoppable at this point. Also, I want to make another announcement. I understand that Washington does not have his spotter here today, and that's definitely, we can already see it's taking a toll on him right now. He's out there by himself. He has no information to go on, and I tell you, he's going to be, he's definitely going to have his hands full today. Mitch Lennon looking on the inside as they coming out of turn 4 down the straightaway. Lennon on the inside, Washington on the outside, but Washington still holds his position. But Lennon setting up for turn 1. Mitch Lennon's going to take that spot away from Washington. Washington's moving back. Looks like he's going to be moved back to about 4th place. Emerson Breskovit, the number 45, done pretty good last week at Pocono. Brian Neff had a lot of trouble last week at Pocono, but right now currently running 6th. Right now we're looking at the points leaders. David Washington up front right now with 2 wins, 143 points. And trailing right behind him, Brad Spadell at 120 points, just 23 points behind that leader. Eric Dalla Riva is trailing 37 points. Rodney Kramer trailing 38 points. And round out your top 5, our our series champion, Brian Lambert over at Late Models. Right now, it looks like he is trailing by 40 points. So, folks, I tell you what, it's great to see. I'm going to have to get over here and get logged into our NoBull TV and see how many folks we've got over here. Just got in a little bit late here today. And hopefully we're going to bring a really good race for you here this evening. A lot of people were pumped up as I talked to some earlier today about this race. Like the 17 got a little loose there. Awesome driving there. Drove it through the grass, but hung on to it. Man, that's really good right there. Some awesome racing. Marcus Miller, hats off to him. Still hung on to that thing. Had to slow her way down to keep her going there, but good job there, Marcus. Want to give a shout out over here to Dylan Lambert. I know he's watching his dad out here, Brian Lambert, driving the number 51 machine. I know he's jumping up and down, just rooting for his dad out there. It looks like Michael DeMaco has obviously got his broadcast running while he's racing, so that might be a mistake there. But I tell you what, if we can get our producers to zoom in on that number 14 car, we got to take a look at that new paint scheme that James Ross is running. This is the Power Tech Power Solution Cup Series, and the owner of Power Tech Power Solutions, James Ross, announced his new paint scheme. Look at that car there. Awesome paint job he has got. I know he was pretty tickled about it, and hopefully it gets him around the track maybe just a little bit faster. Prize fan, I don't know who you are over here at NoBull TV, but we appreciate you tuning in with us here to watch a good race. And Dylan, I hadn't seen you type anything. He may have stepped out for a few minutes. Right now, it looks like we got some really good racing going on. Let's talk a little bit about the number 42, Chad Simpson. Know that last week he wasn't able to race. He's had some difficulties putting some sponsorships together and so forth. Hadn't been able to get a ride. And I believe it's FBR Racing has actually stepped in and helped out with that sponsorship again. He's here today, running pretty good, it seems like. Chad is going to be pretty far back in the points right now. He got off to a tough start. know that Kevin Graham is not with us right now either. I know that he's had some family to come in to wherever his location is, so he's going to enjoy some of that time there, but he did let us know that he will be back. Taking a look back up here at front, Matt, who's still leading the pack. Eddie Smith still just trailing just 0.154 tenths of a second behind him. So Matt's not running away with it, but I tell you, he's looking really good today, getting into his corners and his exits. Oh, it looks like he bumped the wall there just a little bit, but doing real good today here, getting up front. No, he's a happy fella right now. Got a good race going so far. No caution has came out or anything. Eddie Smith looking on the inside of Matt Hoos, and Eddie Smith takes it from Matt Hoos, gets on up into the lead. Just wondering if his tires may have got a little hot, but I tell you, heard the back door knocking, and the man came in, and I believe it's going to be Wayne Finley has joined us here in the house. Wayne, how are you? Well, he may be still getting everything set up as far as his microphone and headset and so forth. And, it looks like he's got must have got stopped by the police when he got here. Looks like he got a warning ticket here. Looks like for speeding. Take a look back here at David Washington. David Washington just seems to just kind of fell off pace here. But folks, I tell you what, that's a tough competitor out there. Won several races here in the last few weeks, not only in the Cup Series, but won a race the other night, late model division. Won another race the other night in the modifieds. He's had one heck of a week so far, leading all the points in each series. Except for modifieds. I believe Mitch Lennon is going to be leading in the modifieds right now, but David Washington has just got race car fever all over him. All right, I tell you what, Wayne Finley still just getting things set up. Taking a look right now on our camera system there, looks like we're looking at Brian Neff getting around the track right now. Looks like Brian Neff currently running 6th right now, doing a pretty good job. Hadn't got into any bad wrecks out there, but you know we're off to a good start. You know, we're right now 18 laps in, green flag laps. We're going to be doing 80 laps here today, and I tell you, it's awesome racing. These are a good group of guys that we've got here at NoBullMotorsport. We're so happy to have lots of skill that we've got here. These guys are just really helping each other out, folks. Log in to NoBullMotorsport.com, check out the website, get into TeamSpeak, get to know some of these guys. Just a great group of guys. Looks like Fry's fan, thank you. All right, so I finally got him to talk there. Don't have to be bashful. Still hadn't seen anything from Dylan Lambert right now, and I tell you, we got about 15 to about 18 people watching the race live. Love to see you over here at NoBullMotorsport. Get signed in, and definitely like to give you a shout out there. But I tell you what, I'm going to take you back up front. Eddie Smith, Mitch Lennon is obviously got right up in the 2nd place. Matt may have burned some tires up a little bit, but still holding his own, getting a good race. Looking at the number 28 machine, Corey Stockard, awesome looking car there. I know that he is signed up. He is one of the paint guys here at NoBullMotorsport. Need a paint job, go see him if we can get a camera shot on that 28 machine. All right, looks like Fry's fan is here to support Brian Terry. Brian Terry right now, it looks like he is currently running 19th with that Cherry Coke paint job he's got out there. Right in behind him is Ronald Henry. And the next guy they got to chase down, it looks like he's going to be Michael D'Amico. But Brian Lambert's doing a pretty good job right now. I believe he's driving it's the Oberto machine, that red, white, and green machine there. Good-looking paint scheme. Alrighty, and I tell you what, folks, it's like I say again, Wayne Finley in the house. And Wayne, you just gave me this warning ticket here. It says you were speeding. Looks like he's going about 20 miles an hour over the speed limit. Do we want to talk about this?
Well, you told me you were going to get me a police escort, but when they came up behind me, behind my car with the blue lights, I got worried. It wasn't the right cop. They got me.
Well, we're glad to have you, and we're glad you're here. You got here safe. And just want to say also, those cameras out there you folks are seeing by LSR TV, Laura Lawson works really hard on those cameras, gives us some really cool shots out there. I mean, look at the quality of the race that you're seeing right now. We got Laura Lawson with LSR TV to thank for that. Nanner looks like he just swapped into the room. And I hate to call you out, but as soon as you come in, we're definitely going to let you know that we appreciate you being here and coming to No Bull TV. Wayne?
Yeah, it's Rick. It's the interesting thing is, it looks like Eddie Smith in that 87 picked up right where he left off last week.
Oh, yeah, and I tell you, Eddie Smith there is looking good. Matt Hoos grabbed the lead a little bit early there in the race. David Washington got a good jump when they got into the lead. He just really took off with it, but he may be having some car problems today, Wayne. He got caught by Matt Hoos very quickly, and Matt may have burned some tires up. But it looks like Nanner over here at No Bull TV is supporting Eddie Smith. I'm sure you're jumping up and down for pulling for Eddie Smith out there. Oh, looks like we've got a caution.
Yellow flag. Yeah, let me see if I can see what happened. At the 06 on pit road, but I really don't see what happened.
06, it looks like you come out of turn 2 there on the back stretch, bump the wall a little sideways there. It's going to be the 06 if we can get our camera over there on the replay. The number 06 of Steve Hansen. Like he came out of the out of turn 2, bumped the back stretch wall there. Got spun around, hit the inside barrier wall pretty hard, and man, I tell you, a lot of damage to that car there. Tough luck there for Steve Hansen.
Yeah, he pounded that inside wall and then spun back up onto the speedway. It's just a miracle nobody hit him and nobody else got involved. He was probably running toward the rear of the pack, but yeah, the 06 is definitely going to have some repairs.
Oh, yeah. Well, hopefully, if we're looking at the inside view there, man, he took a lick hitting that inside wall and probably a little dizzy as well. So let's hope he's got that thing in the pit road. So, but it looks like all of them are coming down pit road right now, Wayne.
Yep. Get some Sunoco racing fuel and also get those fresh Goodyear tires. Let's see if there's any tire strategy, Rick. Who takes 2 and who takes 4?
Well, you know, we've went almost 26, 27 laps, full green flag. I'm expecting to see them at least take 4 tires and fill the fuel tank up on this pit stop here.
Looks like the 50 overshot his pits and had to back up some. That'll cost him valuable seconds coming to getting off pit road.
Is that going to be the 50 or the 51?
Might have been the 51.
Oh, it's going to be Brian Lambert overshot his pit. Oh, that's not good. Tell you what, though, looks like Eddie Smith's going to be coming out up there in front. Tell you, I'm going to get Eddie Smith, see if we can get him in the booth. Wayne, you could talk to Eddie Smith.
All right, Rick, thanks.
User was moved to your channel.
Hey, Eddie, this is Wayne up in the booth. See you first one out of the pits, but looks like a couple of the cars didn't pit. Or they think they'll get the wave around, or are they still on the lead lap?
The 90 is still in the lead lap. Phillip is a lap down, so maybe he'll pit right here.
Well, how is the car handling tonight? Last week you had a pretty dominant car. Is it this is good here at Kentucky?
Not on the short run, not at all. I have to get a little green flag laps under my belt before this car comes alive. It's a little tight, so you really got to take care of the tires. So that's what I'm trying to do, just trying to make it to the end.
All right. Well, it looks like last week Dave Washington was up there, and he's right there in third or fourth now. So it's like the same guys that were giving you a good race last week are right there with you tonight as well.
Yeah. Looking forward to finishing this one.
All right, thank you. Glad to have you here tonight, and good luck the rest of the race.
Thank you.
User was moved out of your channel.
And I tell you what, Wayne, I'm gonna try to chat into the number 21 machine of Matt Hoos. Matt, this is Law Dog up in the booth. Have you got a copy?
Yeah, Law Dog, go ahead.
Man, I'll tell you what, that start was one heck of a start. Washington got way out there in front of you, but as soon as you come out in turn 2, you caught him extremely fast. What is going on with that car?
Well, I wish I knew. Today we're just having a good day. I just had to give it all I had at the beginning to try to get Dave when I had a chance. And sorry, got distracted there. Had to give it a chance and just do what we could at the start, get going, and try to keep Dave as long behind us as we could.
Fantastic. Well, David is handicapped a little bit today. I know his spotter's not with him today. You got Brian, looks like Eddie Smith up there in front of you. He's going to be definitely a tough competitor. Mitch Lennon is right there on your heels as well, but I tell you, that 21 machine is looking really good today. You just kind of pacing yourself?
Yeah, we tried a little bit different strategy that first green run. I tried to run it hard and see how it would act, and last 5 laps there, it was quite a handful, so we'll try to take it a little easier this run, and now that I got a good look at my tire wear.
Good deal. Well, hey, we wish you the best of luck. Keep that machine up front today.
Thank you.
Hey, Rick, I noticed that under this caution, Mitch Lennon got the Power Tech Lucky Dog wave around. Excuse me. Phillip Willis got the Power Tech wave around Lucky Dog on that caution flag, so that he's back on the lead lap now.
Awesome, and I tell you what, Wayne, you get a chance for some of the viewers. Looks like Alan Smith just walked in the door over here at NoBull TV, and it's good to see you, Alan. Throw out who you're pulling for out there as well. But if you get a chance, take a look at that number 14. James Ross has announced his new PowerTech Power Solution paint scheme here today, and he is supporting that thing with flying colors out there, Wayne.
Yeah, that is a good-looking black and red car there with the red spoiler on the back. Real easy to pick him out in traffic. And the PowerTech on the hood, that's a nice-looking automobile.
Well, I tell you what, Wayne, I hate to say it, but you probably didn't upload your trading paints. And what we're looking at is a blue and black PowerTech with his logos on there, and that's Shiny 14. And I tell you can see him smiling all the way from the booth up here. Lights are out on the pace car as we're coming around turn 4 off into the pit road. We're about to go green. Green flag, Eddie Smith out front.
Green flag, green flag.
Wow, let's see if Eddie can hold off the 21 out there. He's got a huge jump on the restart. He caught him sleeping again, Rick.
Tell you what, Eddie Smith is, he has had a couple of races that he has came so close to winning. Last week at Pocono, he was going to have about a good top 5 finish, got into a wreck right there on that dog leg. And I tell you, today, that man, I believe he's smelling victory already. 31 laps here at Kentucky Speedway.
Yeah, he's definitely on a mission to get so close last week and then have it slip away. So he put the hammer down and he's pulling away. He's already got a half-second lead on Matt Hoos in second place.
Yes, he knows that Matt Hoos is running well today. As Matt, we talked to him. He's just going to kind of pace himself. He kind of saw what his tire wear was going to be looking like today. Looks like Washington moving up into 3rd place right now, Wayne.
Got a caution on the speedway here.
Caution flag. Caution is out. Let's see who got involved.
Looks like Brian Neff in the 60 car spun.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, he backed it into the wall somewhere. The back of that car is crumpled up big time.
Looks like Chad Osborne and Meg gave him a little. The number 40 of Chad Osborne got a little bit of help there from him and bounced it into the wall. Doesn't look like it's damaged too much. It got a little damage on that front right. He should be okay. He's got a good pit guys down there.
That Winn-Dixie car is going to have to go to the sheet metal shop for a little repair.
I tell you, I know that's kind of kicking a tire there for Brian Neff. He's got a fast machine, awesome Winn-Dixie sponsor. Those guys really stand behind him and support him out there. And I believe that's one of his old jobs besides driving race cars is works at Winn-Dixie. He works in the meat department there, Wayne.
Well, I grew up in a meat market. My dad had a meat market, so I could definitely relate to somebody who works in the meat industry. That's a fantastic place to work.
Well, I'll tell you what, looking back up here, up toward the front, Eddie Smith just went into the pit. Looks like he's going to get some more tires. That's going to put Matt Hoos back up in the lead. David Washington, when he looks out at the right-hand side, he's going to see Washington there. And things are going to get interesting. Wayne, just to let you know, I did tell you about the bounty that's on David, didn't I?
No, I didn't. But Eddie is taking 4 tires and Sunoco fuel. He just took tires earlier. Must not have been what he was looking for.
Well, Wayne, let me tell you the exciting news. We have a bounty on David Washington today. He's had some really good races. These guys are doing what they can to catch him, so we wanted to kind of just throw in a little bit of a motivational thing there on the side. In the last 10 laps, if Washington is leading the race, the bounty kicks in on the last 10 laps. The person that passes Washington and goes on to win the race will get an additional $20 either PayPal or iRacing credits to their account today. Now, here's the trick. Washington still has to finish the race. He can't be bumped and he can't be spun out. And if he wrecks on his own, all bets are off. So it's going to get interesting to see where Washington is going to be at those last 10 laps.
Hey, you wave a dollar bill in front of a racer beside the trophy, they'll do anything for money.
That's right, and we got to be careful with that, though.
That's true. A little incentive, we'll call it.
That's right, incentive. Trying to type a few messages over here to our NoBull TV. Again, we want to thank Alan Smith that's came in and joined us. Dylan Lambert supporting his dad, Brian Lambert, out there on the track. He's been saying that he's going to try to. He's been trying to talk his dad into helping him get a car and get out here and start racing with these guys. Wayne Fry's fan, I think he's here for Brian Terry. He's rooting for him, and of course we've got our LSR TV. That's Miss Laura Lawson, our producer. Michael D'Amico, he's just wanting to hear himself out on the radio, I guess. And Troy, we really appreciate you being here. And I believe Troy is actually pulling for Brian Lambert as well. So we thank you guys for being here. NoBull TV, make sure to tell everybody about it. Get on over here, watch some good racing. Looks like, Wayne, we got about 16, 17 people out watching the race today.
That's great. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Some exciting racing here in Kentucky, and Matt Hoos that we just talked to is going to be on the inside on the restart, and guess who's on the outside?
Going to be Mr. David Washington, and I know David Washington is definitely wanting to get. David feels comfortable running up there, and I know the further he falls back, the more uncomfortable it's going to get for him, Wayne.
I did notice, when Eddie pulled out and had that big lead, he was a little tail happy in the middle of the corner, and he may have wanted to go in and get some more tires and just tighten that thing up a little bit because it was a little loose in the middle on him.
That's right. Tell you what, talking about a little bit loose but still hanging on to it, Our second place in points, Brad Spidell, running 6th right now. I tell you, that guy has just been pretty consistent over the last few races. That 74 of Eric Riva, you know, I always joke and joke at him about being asleep, but I tell you what, tough competitor there as well.
Yeah, Brad qualified 10th. He's running in 6th right now. Of course, they had the pit stops, but he got his guys got him out in a hurry, and he's got a pretty good position for the restart.
Well, I noticed that Philip Willis, the #1, our returning Cup Series champion, looks like right now I'm showing him to be in 11th spot, so he got that lap back, and he actually made a few positions there as he gets back. I know he's definitely wanting to get up there and compete with those guys.
And on this PowerTech Lucky Dog wave around, Steve Hansen got the wave around, so he got 1 lap back.
That's fantastic. So right now, Steve Hansen's only 1 lap down. Marcus Miller is 27 laps down, and I believe he's already parked that thing in the hauler.
Yeah, I think so. And we got a long way to go here. Anything can happen. So that bounty is exciting. I can't wait for the last 10 to see what Dave Washington, where he's at and what happens.
I tell you what, I'm hoping that he is going to be in the lead when those last 10 laps come in, because I want to give out $20 today, Wayne.
Yeah, that'd be really great. I had a race a couple of weeks ago, and it was a Toys for Tots, and I made a bet and lost, so I've got to buy some extra Toys for Tots.
Green flag is out, Wayne. Green flag is out. Matt Hoos gets out front real quick. Mitch Lennon following in 2nd place. David Washington going to fall right in behind Mitch as they go into turn 1 in 3rd place. 74 of Eric looking on the inside of Washington as they get ready to come out of turn 2 on the backstretch. Wayne, I tell you, it's exciting to watch these guys battle.
The 86 is spun on the restart. He's down on the apron, just got it refired. But William Roberts has brought out a caution and didn't even complete 1 lap.
Looks like you got a little bit of tail end damage there, Wayne.
Yes, and looks like the rear axle is askew, and that's going to take a while to fix.
Looks like he got into the number 12 of Jade Williams, and man, that 06 just creamed the 86 right there in the rear end, trying to get around him. Oh my goodness! I tell you, I talked to Jade Williams as we came in this evening, and I tell you what, fella, every time there's been a wreck somewhere, Jade has just found himself at the wrong place at the wrong time, and as of today, there's another one. That's 3 in a row. Tough luck for that young man.
You know, sometimes you feel like your car is just a magnet. All you got to do is get out of shape and somebody will find you.
Looking over at the 42 of Chad Simpson, he's been having some troubles, some technical troubles, having some pit crew troubles. You know, it's very important to have a really good pit crew, because without that pit crew, it can affect your racing. And I know that I've been seeing some messages. He's been having some problems with the pit crew as well. And I tell you, he's off to a slow start this season.
Yeah, we got quite a few cars. The 06, the 42 were on pit road. Several of the guys that are running toward the back. Of course, the 05's on pit road. James Gagne, he's on pit road as we speak, getting tires and gas. So quite a few of them, I guess, trying to get in the pit window to make it maybe on one more stop.
That's right. I'll tell you what, Wayne, I'm going to get Eric in here. You can talk to him and see how that 74 machine is running right there behind Mitch Lennon. We'll get to see if we can get him in the booth here.
User was moved to your channel.
Hey, Eric, this is Wayne up in the booth. How's your car handling tonight?
Hey, Wayne, it's handling pretty good here. Got to say we're probably a little better on the short run than we are on the long run, but I noticed my time started to steady out as it extended to the very end, right before I thought we were going to have to make some green flag pit stops there.
Right. Matt's up front. I think Mitch is second. You're up to 3rd place. We talked to Eddie a little earlier, and Eddie said he was better on the long run. So if we have a caution late, you might play right into your hands.
Yeah, that'd probably be pretty good. I do like fresh tires though. I know we had the car out testing quite a bit this week, which is actually my first opportunity to come to Kentucky here, so it helped a lot. And I know that the short runs on fresher tires were better.
All right. Well, listen. Thank you for talking with us, and have a good race, and good luck to the finish.
Thanks a lot.
User was moved out of your channel.
All right.
That was Eric Della Riva in the 74. That's a pretty car, that aqua blue.
Sponsored by Logitech. There's what I'm seeing, Wayne. Awesome job that man's doing there. But let's see if I try to get in touch with that Corey Stockard, but it doesn't look like he's in TeamSpeak.
Well, this ran less than a lap and had another caution come out, so I don't know exactly what.
I think I have it set at 80.
I'll tell you what, I've got. Looks like I've got Brian Lambert driving that 51 machine. Got him. See if we get him on the radio. Brian, have you got a copy?
I got you, Rick. How you guys doing?
Wow, we're doing good. I tell you, it looks like right now you're running in the 7th position spot. How's the car feeling for you?
I was feeling pretty good. I didn't get a lot of practice time in this week, so I'm just trying to just bide my time and slowly get my way up there. Top 5 would be nice, but top 10 would be good.
Fantastic. Well, the 51 Oberto machine is looking good out there, but I tell you what's really looking good, man. I'm over here at NoBull TV, peeking my eye in there, and you've got a fan base building like crazy over here, and your son is jumping up and down. Is there anything you want to holler out there and say to him?
Yeah, keep on watching, keep growing. Beef jerky power.
All right. Well, we wish you the best of luck, and we'll see you when the checker flag comes out, Brian.
I hope so. Thanks, guys.
Looks like he's going to get the 1 to go. The lights are out on the pace car, Rick, and they're forming up double file, and we're going to go racing again.
That's right. And I tell you, Matt Hoos going to look out his window. He's going to see Mitch Lennon. Got a question for you. What happened to David Washington? Did he take a pit?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure David went in and made another pit stop. He was with some of those cars. That's how he ended up back there. I think on the second lap by, quite a few of them went back in. And I tell you what, they're playing this, looks like, for one more pit stop.
That may be exactly what they're trying to set themselves up for. Eddie Smith went into that early pit stop, and he's looking to be in 10th spot right now. But I tell you, as he's going through the cars there, Wayne, the competition keeps getting tougher and tougher, and I'm afraid by the time he gets up front up there, those tires are going to eat up.
Yeah, it's going to. He's got to do a lot of racing to get up to the front, but he did get fresh tires. Maybe on the next stop, he's planning on just taking 2.
Could be, and I'm going to say that's going to be 2 on the outside. What do you think, Wayne?
Yeah, I believe I take outside tires too.
Well, I tell you what, the pace car coming out of turn 4 there, coming off the track. Matt Hoos is gearing it up, gets the good start there. Mitch Lennon looking to try to scoot the car down the lane there. 74 of Eric Riva looking on the inside of Mitch Lennon, but I don't know if he's going to have enough, but he's going to be right there with him as they're coming out of turn 2, Wayne.
Yeah, they're going down the backstretch, and the 5 is right out behind the leader. The 74 is on the inside now. He pulls up to follow them, get in their draft, and see if they can get away from the rest of this pack back here. Behind them, they're running too wide, Rick.
That's right. I tell you what, Oberta, and it looks like it's going to be Corey Stockard running side by side as they come out of turn 4. Good-looking racing going on there. But Eric Riva is working himself up there. But Brad Spidell, he just managed to get around about 3 cars there. And it looks like he's going to be running in 5th spot right now.
Yeah, Brad in that 76, he had to hammer down. He went by the 45 like he was dragging an anchor.
Tell you what, taking a look back at the 51 and the 28, still side by side as they're coming out of 4 there. Looks like Corey Stockard is going to still keep that 6th place position for right now. But Brian Lambert is definitely watching every move he's making. He's definitely wanting that 5th place spot.
Yeah, and right now Eddie Smith, our leader earlier, is running in 8th position, but he's going under the 51 to take 7th.
Taking a look back up here at the lead, Mitch Lennon looks like he's got, looks like he may be pushing just a little bit down there in turn 3, where he may have just hit the turn wrong. But Matt Hoos, man, he is having a day today, Wayne.
Yeah, Matt's got the, looks like he's hit the setup pretty good. And, you know, here in Kentucky, like anywhere where you reach speeds of excess of 170, 80 miles an hour, that clean air really plants that front end and makes that car turn good.
I tell you what, one car out there that's turning real well right now is that number 87 of Eddie Smith. He has worked himself up to about the 6th place position as he just got past Corey Stockard as he went into turn 3. And he is definitely making some moves out there, and we can see that those tires have helped a lot.
He's coming after the 45 and the 76 like he's on his way to a fire.
Well, I tell you what, that 45 of Emerson looking up in his mirror, I'm sure he sees him coming. Brad Spidell on the bottom apron there. Looks like Emerson's going to take the high side. Eddie Smith looking on the inside, but still just stays right in behind Emerson as it crosses the start-finish line.
And the 76 caught the yellow line there and de-wedged the car and almost lost it, but he made a great save.
Mitch Lennon right up on top of Matt Hoos as he comes out of turn 2 on the back stretch, looking on the inside. He's going to try to set himself up to try to take that lead. Oh my goodness, just barely gets a nose right there underneath Matt Hoos, but Matt Hoos, obviously he knows how that car is driving today, so he's just going to lay loose right now.
He's going way out to the wall and diamond in that corner, and carries a lot more speed into the corner than Mitch is.
Oh yeah, it looks like Mitch may have got into that corner just a little bit too hard, had to slow down a little bit. Matt, who's got himself about 4 car lengths, but I tell you, Mitch Lennon seems to be catching Matt Hoos down there in turn 3. Not sure if Matt, if things are connecting very well with him down there in turn 3.
Yeah, they just crossed the stripe. Mitch's last lap was a 31.915. And our leader ran a 31.862, so Matt's a little over a 10th quicker right now.
I tell you what, speaking of quickness, Eddie Smith looking under the 74 of Eric Riva. He just took that spot away. He's going to put him up there in 3rd spot. Now, I'm just wondering, now, by the time he gets up there, those tires have got to be pretty doggone hot there, Wayne.
Well, he's made most of his passes on the outside, which doesn't bind the car up, and he keeps his corner speed up. So, you know, just 3 or 4 laps since that restart, and he's improved about 5 positions, so he's on a tear.
Absolutely. Right now, running in 3rd spot. Mitch Lennon looking on the inside of Matt Hoos again down there in turn 3. Matt Hoos kind of goes down on the apron just there a little bit, coming out of turn 4, lets the car just kind of wind out, and got a really good run coming out of 4 there, open it up at about 8 car lengths.
Eddie just closed it up from about 1.3 seconds to 0.9 on 2nd place Mitch. So he is gaining on the leaders.
Absolutely. Eddie Smith is definitely catching the leaders. Matt Hoos and Mitch Lennon trying to battle it out up there is definitely going to slow them down. And I know that Eddie is liking what he sees because that's going to allow him some time to catch back up with those guys and try to give them a good run for their money.
Yeah, he's coming back to the stripe now. Shaved off less than a tenth, so he's closer he gets, his tires are probably going away a little bit. He's driving that 87 pretty hard.
That's right, but I tell you, another one is coming toward the front. Is that going to be that number 10 machine, David Washington? Now, about 8 laps ago, he was running in about 14th spot. He's currently running 8th right now, battling it out with Brian Lambert as they're going into turn 4 here, coming out of turn 4. Washington way on the outside, Lambert on the inside. Washington is going to secure that spot there.
Yeah, he wants to get back up and get a little of that action at the end of the race, I bet you.
That's right. he's definitely wanting to get up in that time frame there within the last 10 laps. Tell you what, Mitch Lennon looking on the inside of Matt Hoos. Those guys side by side as they're coming out of turn 4. Who's it going to be? He's going to cross the line. It looks like Lennon is going to take that lap.
Wow, that was close. 21 hundredths of a second at the stripe. 21 hundredths. That's, you can't blink that fast.
Eddie Smith, that allowed him a lot of time to catch back up. Matt Hoos and Lennon still battling out side by side as they're going down the straightaway. Smith just sitting back watching, seeing what's going to happen. Hoos back up into the lead there. Lennon down back on the bottom apron. Smith's going to follow right in behind Lennon, but swing his car out wide. Help out Matt Hoos. Now they're going to open it 3 wide. Going to be Hoos in the lead right now.
Yeah, the 87 is a good bit faster than the 2 guys in front of him, so he just got to look for the right place to make the pass.
That's right, and it looks like right now he's setting himself up to go on the inside of Mitch Lennon as they go into turn 3. Mitch going to push a little bit as he goes into turn 3. He was about to come down, and we almost saw a wreck there, Wayne.
Yeah, I think Eddie got inside of him. He probably took some air off that rear spoiler, and when he did, the car got loose and pushed up toward the wall.
Well, I know Matt Hoos right now is looking at his mirror. He sees Eddie Smith has done made his way up there. David Washington's finally, looks like he's running in 8th spot right now. Just got past Brad Spidell. So the next car he's looking at is Chad Osborne. Chad Osborne having a good race. Currently running 6th right now. Closing in on Eric Riva and Emerson. I can't say his last name.
Yeah, that's a mouthful. I think Emerson covers it.
Right, Eddie Smith running right behind Matt as they go into turn 1. Coming out of turn 2, Smith looking on the inside. He's been getting a good run coming off that turn 2, but it doesn't look like he's going to have a good run this time. Matt has done his homework here today, and he's looking good, but it looks like Smith still trying to edge his way up there underneath Matt, looking on the bottom apron as they're going to come across the start-finish line side by side, Wayne.
Yeah, and just looking at the attitude of Eddie's car, I believe he did tighten it up a little bit because he's not as tail happy in the middle of the corner as he was earlier.
Eddie Smith, look on the inside right now. He's taking the lead away from Matt Hoos. Matt Hoos still there on the outside on the backstretch. They go into turn 3. Now, Matt hadn't been that great in turn 3, but it looks like he's going to fall right in behind Eddie Smith. And I believe Eddie Smith's going to lead the lap. He's going to take over the lead right here, Wayne.
Yep, Eddie's back up to the front, and Matt's going to give him a little push. Maybe try to get him loose on entry.
Matt's looking on the inside. Oh, Matt looking on the inside. I believe he was about to take it back from him there, Wayne. Got caution out here. Got to see what happened.
Right at the start-finish line. I'm trying to get a car number. Looks like the one car of Philip Willis has pounded the wall. He is smoking badly. In fact, he entered pit road backwards through the little oval track there.
Oh, I believe that's going to be, looks like Corey Stalker driving the 28 machine. Looks like he got a little bit of high coming out of turn 4 there. Car pushed on him a little bit, and that's going to cause him to bounce off the wall into Phillip, and that's probably going to end Phillip's day there.
Yeah, when he came up and tagged him in the back, turned him into that outside wall, and there was just nothing Phillip could do.
Wow. Man.
That was a hard lick, and looks like all that smoke probably blew the engine on that thing.
Well, I'll tell you what, we got to get, let's get Dave Washington in here in the booth and see if we can talk to him a little bit. Dave Washington, this is Law Dog and Wayne Finley up in the booth. You're currently running 7th. You have come from the back, working yourself to the front. How do you feel?
This last pit stop I just did, the car doesn't feel too good. I've been fighting it. It's been pushing real bad. The first one was fine. I was just following those guys and just waiting for the first pit stop on the green and then see what happens.
Fantastic. Well, I tell you what, it won't bother you too much while you're taking your pit stop. We'll get back to you here in a little bit. Good luck out there.
Thanks.
User was moved out of your channel.
Yeah, I don't want to bother them too much as they're going into the pit. So this is definitely going to be the last pit that they'll have to go into right here, Wayne.
Yeah, it looks like a gold rush on pit road. They're all going down pit road. They got the 10. All the leaders are in. The 74, the 50, the 28. Everybody's up there getting those tires. And Eddie took 4 tires again. And he pulls out and going back out onto the track. But somebody beat him out of the pits. I can't see who it was.
That's going to be Dave Washington that just beat him out of the pits. We're 19 laps left to go in the race here, Wayne.
Yep, and getting toward that 10-lap window. So David's up in front, right where he wants to be.
You know, I'm just going to say this because I'm thinking it, and if I'm thinking it, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Now, do you think that it's possible that Eddie Smith may sandbag it, wait for that 10-lap window, and then try to make the pass on Dave?
I don't know. Just from past performance, I'm sticking with my man Dave. He won me a hot dog last week.
That's right. That's right. He did win you a hot dog. I believe Dave did take 2 tires, Alan. I only think he took 2 tires, and I know Eddie Smith took 4 tires. So, but tell you what, Dave is about to have his hands full again. He's got, he looks out to his right, Wayne, he's going to see Eddie Smith, and then he looks in his mirror, he's going to see Matt Hoos, and then if he looks in his side mirror over there, he's going to see Mitch Lennon, and then you got Rodney Kramer that's came out of nowhere, and he is a tough competitor.
Yeah, this is going to be, if it goes green the rest of the way, it's going to be very interesting to see just if Dave can hold off Eddie in that fast 87 car, man. It's pretty quick.
Absolutely. And tell you what, I'll see if I can grab a hold of Rodney Kramer, see if we can't get him in the booth. Rodney Kramer, this is Wayne Finley and Law Dog up in the booth. Have you got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead, guys.
Yes, sir. I tell you what, it looks like right now you're in 5th spot. You got a lot of competition up there in front of you. How's that car feeling?
Feels pretty good. I didn't really push it there the last time we went back green, so I felt like maybe my left side tires aren't too wore out. So I took 2, see what I can do.
Good deal. Well, I tell you what, we wish you the best of luck out there, and hopefully we'll see you in Victory Lane.
10-4. Thank you, guys.
Tell you what, Wayne, I definitely saw Philip Willis over there. It looks like he was loading his car up on the hauler and grabbed a hold of him. Philip Willis, you're in the booth here with me and Wayne Finley, and I tell you what, you've had some bad luck. What happened out there?
It's been a rough season, man. It's car was tight coming up off the hauler, and we were just trying to. We got up there in the wall a little bit and messed up the toe, so I had to go down pit road, get it fixed, and hopefully we can come back around and get a decent finish. Just kind of riding my time, trying to get the laps knocked off and try to do something towards the end, and just didn't fall my way today. So good luck for the guys competing for the win out there, and be a good show.
Well, we sure appreciate you racing tonight. We hate you got wrecked out, but I know you're looking forward to the next race.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to still keep going after it. You know, this is a not a one-race deal, so I'm in it for the point. So we'll just try to move forward from here.
All right, we appreciate you talking to us in the booth, and you and take the guys out to supper anyway.
Y'all have a good night.
See you, Philip. Yeah, that's right. Laura, our producer, was just explaining to us, don't forget 2 weeks ago, Washington took 2 tires, and he gambled on that, and he did not get the win. So definitely going to see what's going to happen here today. Now, as far as taking a look over in the booth, Alan Smith asking, who is Eddie Smith's sponsor? I'm not sure, but I tell you what, I'm sure we'll try to get a screen. We'll try to get a camera on that car here in just a few minutes. Number 87, it looks like woodstire.com. Woods Tire and ATV is going to be the sponsor there. So if that's you, you got a little TV time. But we're getting ready to go green flag and Washington up front. And they're off to the racetrack.
Dave got a pretty good jump on Eddie. And about 5 or 6 car lengths as they dive down into turn number 1.
Absolutely. Washington got a good start there. He knows that now is not the time to try to save tires, even though you've only got about 18 laps left. Actually, I tell you what, Eddie Smith pulling right on up, looking on the inside of Washington as they're coming out of turn 4. It looks like Eddie Smith. Oh, it's going to be close, Wayne. I can't even call that one.
That was almost a tie, 0.14 of a second. Dave Washington led that lap by a whisker.
Eddie Smith's going to take the lead away from him. Coming out of turn 2 there on the backstretch. Washington, he looking on the inside. Looks like Washington's going to try to go back on the inside.
Well, they touch.
Looks like we got some paint scrubbing there. And coming out of turn 4. Holy moly! And I tell you what, Matt Hoos is sitting there watching and smiling.
Yeah, Matt said, "You guys go ahead and take each other out because I'm here for the win."
Back down to turn 1. Oh, Eddie Smith gives him a little bit of bump there. Dives up underneath him. And Hoos is right there. Oh, we have got a race here, Wayne.
Oh, boy, we do. I tell you what, Dave's running that little higher line because that won't be use those inside tires as much. But Eddie's pulling away, and he's got to worry about the 21 on his back bumper now.
I was just looking at the shot there, the camera that's on Matt Hoos's car. You can see a little bit of damage there on the back of Washington's bumper where Eddie Smith gave him a love tap as they were going down there in turn 1.
Love tap or get out of my way tap?
I don't know, but I know that it was a tap. So, they're scrubbing paint out there, and I tell you, they're definitely going to need some new decals after this race.
Yeah, they are. It didn't do any aero damage, but he definitely knew Eddie was coming to play rough when he got that hit.
That's right. And I'll tell you what, I'm back here in the back right now, see what kind of action we got going on. Looks like James Ross just got past James Gorner. Corey Stockard coming out of turn 2 on the backstretch. James Ross running a good race right now. Looks like he's trying to close in on Corey Stockard. The number 90 of Chris Gregatis, he may be struggling just a little bit, Wayne.
Yeah, last week he seemed to be handling better than he is tonight. He's not got the car he had last week.
Yeah. Emerson looks like he has actually lost a few track positions as well as he's moved down to 9th place. Rodney Kramer, he just got passed by Emerson. Rodney may be having some trouble with his car as well. Brad Spidell still holding his own up there in the 6th spot. Chad Osborne getting by him right now, currently running 5th. And, of course, you got Mitch Lennon running 4th.
Back up front, Matt Hoos is still right there behind David, but Eddie's got a 0.3 of a second lead on David Washington, and then about another 10th back to Matt Hoos.
Matt Hoos has been running strong all day so far, Wayne, and I am just going to say that probably we may see Matt get around Dave, but it's going to be a heck of a battle. But don't count out Mitch Lennon. Mitch Lennon is going to get by those guys as well. But as we're closing in, we got 10
yellow
laps.
flag. Yellow flag.
Yellow flag is out. We are at lap 71.
Looks like the 75 has spun on the backstretch. The 75 was involved in a wreck there.
I'm just going to go ahead and make this announcement right now, especially while we're live. We're at lap 71, so that's 9 laps into it. Eddie Smith is in the front, so the bounty that's on Washington, all bets are off at this point because he's not in the lead right now.
Yeah, the 75 went up and hit the outside wall. Oh, and flipped over upside down and then back on his wheels. That was an exciting ride. I hope his belts were tight.
Man, ride.
This just shows you how tough these cars are built. To bang off the wall, flip it upside down, slide on the lid, get back on the tires, and still rolling.
Tell you what, yeah, and to keep it going, and not miss a lick. So wow, awesome driving there. I hate that he's kind of smacked the wall there. So tell you what, also we want to thank PowerTech Power Solutions. Currently right now servicing Westchester and Putnam County, New York, also Fairfield, Connecticut, commercial, residential, marine, and mobile alternative energy systems. Make sure you get over to powertech.com. I believe he is currently building a website, or give him a call at 914-447-5637. Want to say thanks to James Ross for all his support here at NoBullMotorsport, also the sponsor of our Cup Series.
And if you have a question about your power needs, you can email them at powertechsolutions@yahoo.com. And once again, that phone number is 914-447-5637.
Also want to throw out there too, James let me know that if you give him a shout and let them know that you saw this at NoBullMotorsport.com, you can also get an additional 15% off.
Wow, I wish they were down here in South Carolina. I could sure use them.
Well, I think you probably need to get in touch with him and ask him about the shipping and so forth. Now, I do know that James does travel quite a bit, so he may just travel down there to South Carolina and come see you, Wayne, if that's what it needs to take.
That'd be cool. And there's his PowerTech car. That number 14 car really looks good. This restart's going to be interesting because you got Eddie on the inside. You've got the 10 car out there, and these, heat cycling these tires sometimes will give them a little bit more durability. So Dave Washington might be in pretty good shape now on the restart, being on the outside, not being pinched down on the bottom.
Absolutely, and I tell you right now, Steve Hansen 2 laps down. Philip Willis is out of the race, done too much damage to that car. Marcus Miller out of the race, got too much damage done to his car. So right now I think it looks like we've had 24, 25 people to start. Going to have, as of right now, 21 to finish the race. So awesome racing we've seen so far here today, Wayne. And I tell you, it's about to get really good here in just a second.
Yeah, anytime you can end a race with this caliber of drivers with 21 cars still on the lead lap, that's a great field.
Oh yeah. Just going to give a shout out again over here at our NoBull TV, Alan Smith, Dylan Lambert, Fry's fan, and Troy. We really appreciate you guys coming in. Now there's a lot more people out there watching the race, but we appreciate you guys not being real shy and coming in here and talking with us, and we get to kind of interact with you guys as while we're doing the broadcast here. So I know that Dylan is jumping up and down for Dad out there. I believe Alan Smith is jumping up and down for Eddie. So it's going to be a race, and folks, buckle your seatbelt up. Make sure you get a good refill on that Kool-Aid, and make sure you got plenty of popcorn, because it's about to get real interesting.
Yeah, the light should go out on the pace car this time, and next time by we should be going green, Rick.
That's right, and tell you what, it looks like we're probably going to have close to about a 5-lap shootout when the lights go out on the pace car. So it's definitely going to be something. Definitely going to be something to keep your eye on. Well, it looks like you've also got a fan over here too, Alan Smith. You are his favorite announcer, Wayne.
Well, thank you, Alan. We certainly appreciate that. We enjoy doing this. Love stock car racing, and this is as good as it gets right here on NoBull Motorsports.
Alan, you don't have to say sorry, and Dylan, it's okay. We've got many fans out there, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Hey, Alan, I may not be your favorite, but at least come see us here every week, and at least come see Wayne.
All right, we're going to go back racing, and the bounty is off because Dave's not leading, but I'm still picking Dave for a hot dog.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to take you up on that bet again, and I tell you, I think I'm going to have to put my money on Eddie Smith this time. He's had some close racing, and it is definitely due for him to win a race. Today is the day. He's going to put it in victory lane today.
Well, I know he will be excited that you picked him. Let's see what shakes out here.
Oh, it looks like he almost had a bad connection there. Man, that would have been something if he'd lost connection with 5 laps left. But pace car moving around here to coming out of turn 4. Off the track it is. Green flag dropping. Eddie Smith is way out in front.
A big early jump. He got a big jump on everybody else. And they got to catch up now. So you're looking good, Rick.
Absolutely, but I tell you what, don't count out Washington. Don't count out those top 5 cars, because I tell you, anything still can happen, Wayne. And Mitch Lennon looks he keeps getting stronger and stronger. Oh, looks like he's going to have a big accident
there. Oh man!
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Looks like the 9-0 car of Chris Chagolis spun there coming out of 2, and he is down on the infield. Several cars involved.
Oh, goodness.
Rick, the 45 car got up into the outside wall and came down and hit the 90. And so 2 of them got some extensive damage.
Yeah, it looks like, I was going back looking at the replay myself, and it looks like Chris, when he came out of turn 2 there, he had a heck of a good run, and the 45 car of Emerson bounced off the wall, slowed him down quite a bit, and causing the 90 car to just basically hit him right there in the rear end, so tough break there.
Hit the inside wall, then backed up and hit the outside wall, and then spun around and stopped without hitting the inside wall a second time.
I'm sure if we could hear some radio chatter, if Dave is tuned in to Eddie Smith right now, I'm sure he's probably telling him that he may need some more tires or maybe a splash of gas. He may want to take a pit.
Yeah, the got a couple of guys coming. Well, they thought they were coming to pit road. Let's see if they duck down there. Playing a little game on some people here.
That's right, and I tell you, when he crossed the line here, looks like that's going to be lap 77. We're going to have 3 laps. It may be possible, Wayne, we may get a 1-lap shootout here.
Wow, well, if Eddie gets the kind of start he did before, I think we're even on hot dogs.
That's right, we'll be even on hot dogs.
I tell you what, these the caliber racers in this league are really great. They very competitive, and there's racing like we talked about last week before last. There's all over the racetrack you can watch a good race. So whoever you're pulling for, there's racing going on all the way around them.
Tell you what, this season has been an absolutely strong season from the drivers that we've got. You know, not only the driving out on the track, but just meeting with the guys in the room here. I've had the opportunity to meet quite a few of them that we've had to sign up this season. Just a really good group of guys, Wayne, willing to help each other out. You know, there's a time for picking and playing, and then there's a time for racing. And it seems like, you know, these guys know exactly where they need to kick in at and where they can let their hair down at. So awesome racing, awesome group of guys, and NoBullMotorsport.com. That's the place where you can find it. So folks, if you're looking for a league out there to join up in, get on over here, get signed up in a series, get in a team speak, get to know some of these guys. A lot of talent, a lot of skill over here, and they're willing to help anybody.
And I've gotten in several of their practice sessions too, Rick, and they help each other online and how to drive the racetracks, and share a lot of information, which is helpful to everybody.
Yes, that's awesome, and Wayne do such a great job with all that information. But also, I want to point out to Laura Lawson, just awesome job she does with the cameras that she does there, the overlays that she's got, and doggone it, looks like Alan Smith is a fan of LSR TV, and I'm sure Laura is smiling ear to ear. So I'm definitely on the bottom of the list this week, Wayne.
Hey, Rick, I'm just curious. Any of my drivers have their cell phones in the car with them and tweeting during caution?
Oh, I hope they do not. And I'm sure if that does take place, the admins over our Cup Series is Rodney Kramer and Mitch Lennon. and they run this series pretty tight. So I don't think they're going to have any of that.
Well, it's getting down to crunch time. I think the lights are going to go out this time, Rick.
Well, if they go out this time, we will have a one-lap shootout. So very interesting to see what's going to take place. I just hope that these guys are as patient on this restart as they was on the very first green flag we received here today.
Yeah, we got 20 cars still on the lead lap. And, you know, every position's a point, so these guys are going to be battling from the first to the very last one on the track to get as many points as they can.
Absolutely. Every point counts. You know, we're only, I believe this is going to be about the third race into the season, and we're going to have 7 more. They've got 1 drop week out of all 10 races for the season. So, you know, you're allowed that one time that either not show up for a race or just have a bad finish, and it don't count against you. So every race counts, Wayne.
Well, the lights are out on the pace car, and you are right. Going to take the green on 81 lap shootout, Rick.
That's right. 1 lap shootout is going to be interesting. Matt Hoos right in behind Eddie. You got Washington's going to be on the outside. Mitch Lennon, Chad Osborne, Brad Spidell, and I tell you, even Eric, Brian Lambert has moved himself all the way up to 8th place right now. So far, he's had a good day as well. Corey Stockard, we've missed him on a couple races. I believe this may be his first showing, but excellent finishing in the top 10 on his first appearance. That's great.
Hey, look at Mass. He is right on Eddie's back bumper, and he's not going to let him get a jump on him this time.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Eddie got a heck of a start a while ago, and it's going to be real tough to see if he can get that same kind of start this time. These guys are going to be right up on top of the wheel, right on top of the gas, and they're not going to even touch the brake until they get around this 1 lap.
They know Eddie's been going early. As soon as the pace car pulls off, let's see what he does this time. He might snooker him.
That's right, and I tell you, the pace car coming out of turn 4, lights are off, cars are all just bumper to bumper right now. 1 lap shootout, pace car is off the track, green flag is dropped. Eddie Smith gets a good start.
Yeah, he did. He got a big jump. I thought that Matt would stay with him, but he's actually at the 10, move into 2nd place.
Down into turn 1, Washington's going to follow right in with Eddie Smith, but it looks like Washington's going to get a good run coming off of turn 2. Eddie Smith's still going to hold his ground on the backstretch. Matt Hoos running back there with Mitch Lennon. Mitch Lennon's going to be looking on the inside as they go into turn 3, Wayne.
Yep, Dave Washington is trying as hard as he can to hold that car down, but it pushed back up. And coming out
Eddie
of
Smith
4,
for the win.
Wow, Eddie Smith in the 87. What a great finish.
Great finish it was. And Eddie Smith with the win. Washington coming in at 2nd place. Matt Hoos finished 3rd. 4th belongs to Mitch Lennon. And to finish out your top 5 there, Brad Spidell, good job with driving there. And Chad Osborne brings in that 6th place.
In 7th, we had Brian Lambert. 8th, Eric De La Riva. 9th was Corey Stockard. And 10th place was James Ross.
I tell you, awesome racing we saw here today. And, you know, anytime you show up for a race, you're probably going to see an accident or two. And, of course, we did. We saw a few accidents here today, but that's to be expected in racing. But, you know, I think they had a pretty good little crash there toward the end. I'm trying to find it right now, Wayne.
On the last lap?
Yep, right there on the last lap coming out of between turn 3 and turn 4. Trying to rewind here to see what happened back there.
You know, last week we had a car actually go over the pit wall, so I hope that didn't happen tonight.
Oh, it looks like the
92.
I'm seeing the 45 was one of the first cars that spun going down there in turn 3. Looks like James Ross got right up underneath him there, and
the 45 hit the wall, and then the 42 hit him. So a little carnage on the last lap.
Ooh, and that's going to be Chad Simpson there in that 42. He's been having some tough luck here lately. Yeah, we got. It looks like we've got it back up on screen there. Emerson coming out of turn 2 there. Got a good run coming out of turn 2. Spidell looked like he got a good run as well, trying to get underneath Chad. But as he goes in, James Ross there sideways into the wall head on, and Chad Simpson's going to nail him right there. Man, that was a heck of a ride.
Yeah, and the bad thing is the poor crew chief and the guys and the mechanics are saying, oh, man, he tore it up on the last lap.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, I tell you what, folks, we're going to take a break here just for a few minutes. We're going to try to gather some of these drivers up. Don't go anywhere.
All right, 10-4. Once again, race was brought to you today by PowerTech Power Solutions, the NoBullMotorsports Racing Series. PowerTech Power Solutions serves Westchester and Putnam counties in New York, Fairfield County in Connecticut. For PowerTech Power Solutions for commercial and residential, you can reach them at 914-447-5637.
I'll tell you what, we're going to get with Wayne. Wayne is down with in victory lane with Eddie Smith. And Wayne, I understand you're down there. You finally made it down there with Eddie Smith. I'm going to throw the mic to you.
Thank you, Rick. Eddie, last week, Dave Washington had a pretty strong car at the end. He was there tonight, but you held him off. Tell us what the last couple of laps were like.
Well, the Woods Tire and ATV Chevrolet was pretty quick, and being able to get out front for those last series of cautions just made the difference, because I knew you wouldn't be able to do anything with 2 or 3 laps that we were getting under green. So she was flying, and I held him off.
Did you make any chassis adjustments in the race? It looks like early on it was a little loose center off, but it seemed to get better as the race went on.
I just tightened the nut behind the wheel, and man, she was flying after that.
All right, well, congratulations on your win. You had 3/10 over David. You pulled out just in 1 lap to a 3/10 victory, and then Matt was back there in third. But great job, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Rick, back up to you.
Absolutely, and I'm just trying to type up some stuff here over for our NoBull TV, and I'll be here in just a second. I'm down here getting ready to grab a hold of our second place finisher, which is going to be Dave Washington. Dave Washington, second place finish for you. Man, you drove the wheels off that car today, but came up a little short. Take us back through the last 5 laps there.
Well, took right sides only. Kind of balanced out the car a little bit with putting the full fuel in there. It just was track position I was going for.
Absolutely, and I tell you what, awesome race that you had out there. You were running second place, almost was in the lead in that 10 laps to go window, and due to the fact that you were in second place at lap 71, we had to call all bets off.
Oh, saved you some money, huh?
Well, I tell you what, Dave, I understand too today you've definitely had your hands full up front, running with Eddie Smith up there. Awesome competitor. Matt Hoos had a wonderful day today this week. He was running very strong. Mitch Lennon, Brad Spidell, Chad Osborne, Brian Lambert. A lot of these guys were having a really good race today. But I understand you were a little bit handicapped today as well. It seems that your spotter wasn't able to, he missed the plane to get out here.
10-4 on that. Yeah, I was riding by myself tonight, so I was kind of a little antsy in the seat a couple times coming up through because I pitted and was stuck in the back and trying to get back to the front. Kind of burned my stuff up too quick and couldn't settle down. But yeah, Eddie was tough tonight. I just needed the long runs and the green flag pit stops, and I think I'd have been just fine.
I tell you what, earlier there, part of the race, now we saw you and Eddie. Looks like you guys may have been swapping some paint there. He may give you a little love tap in the rear bumper going into turn 1. What's that about?
It's just hard racing. Just that's all it is. Hard racing. Nobody wrecked.
Fantastic. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to take the mic, and we want to congratulate you. Anybody out there you want to thank, Dave?
I thank NoBull. Thank you guys here for putting it on. Thank my spotter for not being here, keeping me calm. No, it was a great race. I had a blast.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations to you on a second place finish. And tell you, I'm going to toss that mic back over to Wayne Finley. I believe he is with our third place finisher, Matt Hoos.
Hey, Matt, this is Wayne Finley. How are you, sir?
Doing pretty good today.
Had a pretty good race tonight. I don't think anybody on short runs had anything for Eddie. I was just looking. Eddie led 36 laps. You led 36 laps as well. So you had a pretty strong car for the race tonight.
Yeah, it was nice to be up front for a little while for a change today. We've had a few bad weeks. I've been getting caught up in everything around me, so it's nice to be up front for a while.
Well, when you were back there on the restart in third position, were you kind of hoping that Dave and Eddie would get together to slide up and you could just dive under them?
Oh, I was waiting for it. I was kind of laying back there a little bit, and then when they did get together and pushed upwards, I went to go down, but then I got a little nervous and remembered I was having a good run, so I didn't want to do anything stupid.
Yeah, on that restart with about 9 to go, Eddie gave Dave a pretty good shot in the back there, and I'm sure he felt that one.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit of retaliation from what I was seeing, so I think they just kind of got racing hard together, and just good hard racing between everybody tonight.
Yeah, on the earlier lap before that, David got up on the inside and rubbed a little paint with Eddie, and you're right, I guess that was a little payback when he bumped him in the left rear there. You want to thank your sponsors and your crew?
Well, I guess I'd like to most of all thank all the guys here at NoBullMotorsport. Everybody works together well behind the scenes, and the drivers themselves. Everybody had good attitudes. It's a lot of fun to be here with these guys, and nice to belong to a league that everybody has such a good time all the time.
Well, Matt, thank you very much. You made it exciting. We had a great race tonight, and on behalf of PowerTech, you give the viewers some exciting moments tonight, and we certainly appreciate it.
Yep, thank you. Good to be here. I'm off to work now, so you all have a good one.
All right, that's Matt Hoos, our third place finisher, and that was a tied for the lead laps. Eddie Smith led 36, and Matt Hoos led 36 laps. David Washington led 6, and then Mitch Lennon led 1 lap, and Mitch had the fastest lap of the race with a 31:094. So he was our fast lap leader for tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, Wayne, it's been an awesome show. Lots of excitement, which I knew we were going to have here at Kentucky. And I want to thank LSR TV, Laura Lawson, Wayne Finley, and folks, make sure to join in with us again December the 13th. We're going to be at Richmond International Speedway with a 100-lap event. So we'll see you there, and we appreciate our viewers out there. Until next time, buckle up and drive safe.
Thank you, and good night.